Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic, and welcome to this very special report. Yes, I am so sorry. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, today is November 2nd, and I believe it's about noon. So I just woke up to this email earlier today in one of my queues, and I just realized there was a big problem happening on the back end of things on the beyondmystic.net website. So I wanted to take a few minutes to explain to you what I see and what I've done here all morning, and hopefully we're all back up and running um, properly. So you got this, Pilgrim Bowl. Thank you, thanks, guys. And don't worry, there's nothing very stressful about the the topic. I just want to apologize because here's what's happening. In the last week or so, I've been getting email reports of people saying that there was no tech support on beyondmystic.net. And I'm like, well, that's not possible. I do tons of tech support emails each and every day. And so I was wondering where those were coming from. And then I would get emails like, hey, JC, this is the third time I filled out the form and nobody's answered me. I'm like, well, again, it's not possible. If I'm answering you now, clearly the system is working. So indeed, something was not working. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this happened. I'm going to put up a screenshot here of what I just found out in one of my queues. So I'm not sure how the discrimination was happening. So let me see if I can bring up the email message. This one here. So help desk on beyondmystic.net detected 417 emails that could not be delivered to your John Mystic mailbox. So this is the email that is plugged in to the tech support form on beyondmystic.net. And for some reason, like I said, some are going through because I am doing them, and some were not. It says here failure occurred due to a DNS domain name server error relay issue. So not sure again how I can fix that. That wasn't at our level, but I wasn't aware of it until I found this. And so going through the review now button and all that, I was able to see those 417 emails. So I spent about the last 4 hours today going through as many of them as I could. And it appears that some of them are a couple of weeks old here. So I've gotten on top of the queue now, and everything's been responded as of now, let's say 12 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern here. Sorry, what time is it? No, it's 2 p.m. Eastern here. Okay. So I'm on top of the queue now, and I've responded to all the emails there. And so most of them, like tech support issues or username, password issues, we've had a huge influx of new Insider Access Pass members in the last couple of weeks. And like anything, when there's new people coming on board, they're not sure how to work the system, or they're having issue with their username, they didn't find it properly, or whatever. So there was a big backlog of that I saw in the last couple of weeks. But like I said, I was doing tech support emails every day. So as you can see here, I was like, pulling my hair out this morning, trying to figure out what the hell's happening. So like I said, I'm on top of this queue now, and it appears we're back on track. Let me just see. The Rumble feed is working there too. Okay, good. It's fixed now. Yeah, hopefully it is. You guys are here on YouTube also. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, technical issues, the fun side of running a business. Good luck, JC. Yeah, exactly. Um, okay, so it's the moon fucking with you. No, I don't think so. What about the pyramid winners? Yes, okay, so there were a couple of emails of people who did, and I did send those to Carla this morning. So everybody who's won those pyramids in the last couple of days here, or actually the last 2 weeks, I found one 2 weeks ago. I did send that out to Carla also today. So she'll be contacting you here within the next 24 hours to get that set up for you guys, to get your email and to send that to you guys. Now, going back to this particular DNS issue, uh, here's why I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm not sure that it's resolved at the DNS server issue, or that I won't have any further problems. So I'm going to monitor this here. I was taking a few days off just for some personal time here with Sarah. And I made the mistake, of course, of hiding this morning and trying to get into my emails while Sarah was at the gym. And yeah, I found the error. So I'm happy I found the error. I'm happy I'm on top of the queue now. And so I'm in contact with the third level support here to see if there's any other issues. Now, I know I spoke with Joe, I think it was last week. We had another error. One of those SSL security license for the mail server had expired. This again is the external service provider to us, and their thing had expired, which created havoc in our emails. That had been fixed, but that might have also created a problem in the back end for the tech support forms on the website. That also includes the forms for people who were trying to purchase silver. So some of those didn't go through. And a lot of the applications also, you know how people apply to be tarot readers, or we're always recruiting here on beyondmystic.net. So some of those forms on the beyondmystic.net websites also did not go through. Now, I haven't gone through to look at those. I wanted to spend as much time as I could here on the tech support stuff and get people running who bought the products and their IAP so that they can have access to their account. Now, if for some reason you were trying to get some silver and nobody's responded to you, that appears to be fixed now, and I apologize for that. If you want to resend another silver request form, you can do that. And if you wanted to apply also to be on the show, please do go and resubmit those forms. And the team will look at them when they have time there. We're always behind on that stuff. So, but my priority here today, of course, was just the tech support stuff. So hopefully that's all back up and running. And we're good to go here. Let me spend a few minutes with you guys here on YouTube if there's anything else. Ronnie, hey Ronnie, hope you're okay. Buffering even now. Okay, so Nancy, that issue is not on our side. There's been a lot in the last 2 weeks. I've noticed that too, both on Rumble, on YouTube, but mostly on Rumble. Rumble server seems to be glitchy as hell recently when we're running live stuff. If I'm here local, a lot of people see it, but it depends on your IP address and which distributed server, I guess, you're watching it from. Just growing pains, I think, on Rumble. More and more people are accessing that. As Cliff High said there, we're getting into that splits. And so more and more people are leaving the mainstream to go watch for alternative news. And that means also on Rumble. So, yeah, you're going to, no buffering here, Kyle. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let me see if there's any more questions for you guys. JC, please make a video on how you have created such a cohesive team for those of us that will be rebuilding the new world with our old plans. Okay, Lisa, that's going to be a new series on pay-per-view and the Insider Access Pass membership with Meg and Janine. I believe they're recording their first episode. What are we today? November 2nd? Maybe on November 15 or so. I believe it's in 2 weeks from now. Next week also, you're going to see pop up the new Wu investigation series. That's also coming up. We're going to be looking at the moon for the first episode, I believe, and then Tartaria, I think is the way Julie has set it up. So you can stay tuned for that. That's coming up pretty soon here. But in terms of rebuilding, yeah, there's that part. And there's also the part about understanding how our relationships to this world is going to change, whether that's with the education system, the financial system, our governance system, even between or amongst each other. So we're going to have to kind of talk about that a little bit, how to rebuild those relationships and how to navigate those relationships. And then from there, have a better understanding of how we're going to work together to rebuild. So anyways, we're going to do a lot of shows on that topic. That was a great question. Barb says, thank you, JC, for all your time and helping us through these times. I appreciate that, Barb. I started the picture in here. What the fuck? Gary, what's that? I stare at your picture and hear what the fuck in my head. The way you always say it. Okay. Okay. The energies are missing with IT. Well, yeah, John, that's interesting because it seems that every time there's weird energies, whether that's an eclipse or a Mercury retrograde, somebody somewhere in our third-party service realm does an update. Of course, they always choose a retrograde to do an update, and then we have one software that's not talking to the other software, and it always creates havoc. But that's just the nature of things, I guess. Okay. Any last questions here? Let me go back to the Rumble chat. What do we have? No, not there yet. No questions there. Let me go back. Woo! Where am I? Here. Okay, in YouTube. I'm not used to doing this on my laptop. I usually do this at home. Um, Hey, from Maine. Missed you last night. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing well. And Julie really did a great job last night filling in for me. So big thank you to Julie and Janine. They did rock it out of the park. Yes, today there's no war correspondent show because of these little changes in the schedule, but we'll be back with those next week. And there's another special show coming up next week too. I think it's on the Tuesday night. I'll be posting that maybe in the next couple of days or so. But there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Hey, Bruce Cizal is there, listening from the beginning. Sorry, Jean-Claude, about the horrible problem. Yeah, it's just a problem. No problem at all in terms of producing the show. It's just sometimes in the back end, Bruce, you always have you've had a lot of issues on your end too. People messing around with your emails. So that's just par for the course, I guess, when we're up here. If you guys haven't seen Bruce Cizal's video, guys, go check him out on Bruce Cizal on YouTube. A lot of cool stuff about the moon and how we're being messed with up there, of course. And if you haven't seen the lunacy episode with Cliff High, we did talk about Bruce's amazing work here. So go check him out on YouTube at Bruce Cizal. And we're probably going to have Bruce back on here because we're doing a part 2 to that very special lunacy show with Cliff High here coming up soon. So we might be looking at some of his of Bruce's material, and I'll get Bruce back on the show also to look at all this stuff. But more and more attention is going to be placed on the moon here, and it appears it's coming up in big data sets also coming up in 2024, I think, is what Cliff was saying. So it's going to be an active set here moving on in the future. Yes, JC, your Beyond Mystic family is doing an awesome job for the world. Thank you, Marsh. Appreciate that. Cliff High says, lots of experiments today. My keyboard wouldn't let me replay to YouTube. And that's weird. Jim Montgomery, congratulations on the exponential growth in the last couple of years. Oh, Jim, thank you so much. And I know you've been one of the OGs, Jim. Thank you to all of you guys. You made it possible. Of course, we've been deleted a couple times and censored and taken off YouTube, taken off Patreon also, Janine also. And it's because of you guys supporting us with the Insider Access Pass and also the pay-per-view that gave us enough of a backbone, I guess, to weather the storm here with all the censorship and keep producing all these episodes. And as you know, we're now somewhere between 14, 16, sometimes 18 episodes a week of developing content here on Beyond Mystic. And it's a big thanks to all of you, the community, who've been with us through thick and thin. So I appreciate all of you guys. A big thank you to all of you watching the show. Really appreciate that. Can we use a new world? What's that? Can we use? Oh, okay, sure. Cliff High has something to say about that. I forget how he says it's a crude word, a cruel world, and no, that's not how he says it. Something about swearing, anyways. I forget how he says it, but he does it right. Some huge providers are having problems today, so everything is being messed with. Love your shows, JC. Well, 2 days ago, also there was a huge outage of Bell Canada in Eastern Ontario, and it affected everybody between Ottawa and Montreal. So no payment processing was working, gas stations, everything was down. The internet was down, but also the cell coverage system was down. So for Sarah and I, we have a backup with what's it called, Starlink, but it took us a few hours to set it up. But at any rate, there was no internet on our phones either. We didn't have data. We couldn't even make phone calls there. So yeah, weird times indeed. On that note, you might want to look at backup systems for yourselves. It appears that more and more of this is going to happen these blackout periods and no com periods. So always good to have a backup plan there for you guys as well. Glad you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, absolutely. No need someone to man emails, etc. You need someone to man your emails. Yes, there's somebody else coming up on we have quite a few actually already. Elena, of course, does the bulk of them for Tarot by Janine and also the Academy website. I mostly do the ones for Beyond Mystic, but we also have Coco, who's just coming up on board now full time with us. She's going to be handling some of the scheduling, the production also of the videos on YouTube and Rumble, as well as some of the IAP and pay-per-view back-end stuff. So yes, more help coming up on board now too. Very excited to have Coco on, and she's gonna have her own show also. Not sure how we're gonna call it. It might be Coco Loco or something Coco. The worldview with Coco, I don't know. She's absolutely amazing. You guys have seen her before on some of our staff retreats. But she'll be maybe producing the first show in a couple of weeks from now. Right now, she's training mostly on the admin side and the marketing side of the business. And but yeah, she'll have a front-facing show here very soon. So I'm looking forward to introducing her to all of you guys. Hey, Ocean Odell, thank you so much. Jim, yeah, the Cliff Moon show was like, wow, I know, right? It blew my mind, and it blew Cliff's mind too. I did do an excerpt of the Lunacy show. Was it Monday? Monday night with Janine. I didn't post it yet, but if you guys have IAP and you saw the pay-per-view episode, you know what I'm talking about. But there was a lot of weird things happening around that show and subsequent to the show as well. So, anyways, we're probably going to explain that a little bit moving forward here. Maybe next week. We'll see how quickly we do the part 2 with Cliff. But yeah, crazy times indeed. Coming just to hear your voice. Thanks, Allison. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping your eyes peeled. Bruce Lee's yeah, Bruce does an amazing job, man. Again, go check him out on YouTube. There's a lot there. JCTV rocks and Drew's loads of woo. Yeah, thank you, Connie. Appreciate that. JC, I'm so happy you're addressing this. You mean the email stuff? Yeah, again, guys, so sorry. Like, I didn't even know there was a problem in the back. And people tell me shit doesn't work all the time. Like, seriously, all the time. Like, every day. JC, your thing doesn't work. And I go ahead and investigate, and it's something on the user end. So clearly it's working on my side, and it's often on the user end that something's not working. So when people were telling me that the tech support wasn't working, I'm like, well, no, I'm doing tech support every day. Of course it's working. But I hadn't accounted for some type of discrimination at the DNS level, preventing, like I said, now over 400 emails from coming through. So that was a big surprise this morning. But caught it now. Hopefully we're back on track. And I'm waiting for just a quick update on the third level support to see what was the issue at the DNS and if that particular problem is fixed or if it was just one type of fluke type of thing. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But it looks like we're out of the woods now. Thank you for all you do, JC. Thank you. Appreciate that. So happy to find you, Judy C. Thank you so much. All right. JC's videos are just awesome. Thank you, MP. All right, guys. I think Jean-Claude, Bruce is all says, Jean-Claude, 2 days ago, I confirmed 3 people had this happen, trouble with computers connecting in Canada. It's the sun. Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of weird stuff happening across the board with all these servers. I know it's so frustrating, says Donna. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, thank you, everybody, for being patient with me. And I know some of you have opened up some tickets with PayPal. You had either bought a product or a membership, and I wasn't responding to you, and your thing wasn't working. If PayPal's already refunded you, like if you've opened a ticket now with PayPal, they're gonna go run through their course. If they refund you and you still wanted to have your product, of course, just go ahead and repurchase it again. Hopefully this product is the problem is solved now and you'll have access to your stuff. So again, I apologize for that. And I do understand if you guys opened up a ticket with PayPal with all of this, if you weren't hearing back from us, that's perfectly understandable. And again, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for that to happen. JC, I love you, man. You and the whole crew. Really appreciate what you guys do. Yeah, thank you. Fantastic, Cuckoo, and whoever helped you. Yeah, thank you. All right, I think I'm almost there, guys. I don't see any more questions from you guys. I should get going here. I wasn't supposed to be doing anything on the laptop today. Loretta, fascinating guest on our show last night. Yes, and also there's another series coming on with Kristen. It's going to be called Beyond the Veil, and so you don't want to miss that too. That's going to be really really cool. I love Kristen. She does a lot of amazing work. You can find her on our Rumble and also on her Rumble channel. What else we got? JC, you're so much nicer than your pic. Okay, I've got new pictures coming up. Julie had set up this, not a photo shoot, but I guess a photo shoot for all the staff at the last staff retreat to have profile pictures taken. And yeah, they did get me to smile. So it's just a matter of getting those profile pics now set up in our new posters. So that's coming up very soon. I appreciate the comment. YouTube user, no need to apologize. Okay, thank you. Some people would have left us in the dark, but you let us know, JC. Thank you. Yes. JC, you're so loved. Hey, I think I appreciate that. I need that. Yeah, it's been weird, man. This last, it's been a month. As you know, Jenny and I had some issues in uh, the month of October with our schedule, friends, families being sick, dying, all this stuff. So, and my dad also having heart issues, and my mom being stressed about that, me having to deal with that there in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it took its toll, and again, it just goes to show you, like, Janine and I, not just Janine and I, the whole crew, like, we're going through all of these things at the same time as you. So, and we still have to come up here and do live shows and be entertaining and do our research and have all the energy on screen, and it's not always easy. And so, yeah, I appreciate that, guys. It's yeah, it's been tough, and I think there's still more tough time ahead. If you guys have watched the last shows, including the Beyond Crypto Woo, if you go check out Julie's Astro Woo with Meg yesterday, also they kind of decoded here for November what's coming around the corner. So there's a lot of weird energies for all of us to go through, and well, it's you guys and the support of the community, I think, that will help each and every one of us navigate through all of that. So big thank you to all of you guys again for all that support. You guys are amazing. Came in late. GC is awesomeness. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that. I guess Jason isn't watching the chat. Yeah, I'm reading the chat, but there's a lot of people. It goes fast. Oh, maybe the Rumble one? Did I miss something on Rumble? This too shall pass. Yes, I agree. Sending much love. Thank you. Take a rest. Yes, I'm planning on doing that. And Sarah wants me to rest more. I have to listen to the boss. JC, I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cassie? Still laughing at one of the live comments last week that you're just lazy. Yeah. Did they say I was lazy? Or was the viewer question that was lazy? I forget what it was. I'm like, seriously? We're lazy? Anyways, yeah, that was kind of funny. I guess that person didn't appreciate what we're doing. Forget the name, but anyways, it doesn't matter. I know a lot of people are frustrated. It's tough times, tough energies, and sometimes people say things they shouldn't say on live streams. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. All right. JC makes a huge difference. Thank you. Love you so much. Thank you, Qbert. All right, guys. I think that's it for the updates. Go to beyondmystic.net/schedule, guys, if you want to see more of what's coming up this week. Like I said, no war correspondent today. What else is up there? I'm not sure. But on Saturday, I believe we're doing a switch over this weekend. We've created a new scheduling app on beyondmystic.net. We're testing it now. The developers have been on it there for the last couple of weeks. And so if it's not this weekend for the change management, it'll be the weekend after. But moving forward on the schedule page on Beyond Mystic, when you see a show, you'll be able to click on it and it'll go directly to wherever it's playing, Rumble, YouTube. We're working that out. So that's going to be really cool and a little bit easier for you guys to navigate. So that's coming up here very soon as well. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go on that. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for all the love and the comment. You guys are great. And again, so sorry for this weird tech support issue stuff. It is what it is. And I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. I'm Jean Claude Bill Mystic. I love you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Au revoir.